Allez, yo bibou, on va attaquer le jeu. Alors c'est un jeu un peu spécial, je l'ai fait en VR hier, mais en VR ça va être trop long. Donc je préfère le faire hors VR du coup. Allez, c'est parti. Moi je suis malade, j'ai mal au ventre, j'ai froid. Cette nuit j'ai tremblé, j'avais des frissons. Bizarre, hein?
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. It's breathing. What? He knows she's getting closer.
Et 1-0 pour City. 1-0 pour City.
They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching.
There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already done. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? It's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you can.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
You see them? You can see it.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them.
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Then it was fear, runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Allez, c'est parti.
You have to take a closer look to see. Why isn't she
Do not forget my stories, Senua.
to use her eyes.
Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hell's Gate. But gods and the living follow this one.
Darkness is coming.
Elle entend des voix, je sais pas si c'est encore à Bibou, mais
Hunger.
elle entend des voix.
Like a pack of
C'est
wolves
nuage.
on hunt. She's not stopping. Not this time.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about it.
So
The source of the darkness is in Helheim, and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Come. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. He's already dead. His soul still lives.
Vraiment, je change de PC, hein. Vraiment, je change de PC, hein.
She needs to save his soul. She wants his
The bridge to Helheim.
Il y a vraiment temps que je change de PC. Je la ramasse.
She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see.
T'as essayé avec ton écran, Bibou? Je passe pas encore là, Bibou, mais... Essaye, Bibou, avec ton écran.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim.
Ouais.
The elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
down there. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
He's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Why aren't she looking close?
It's near. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous.
It worked.
What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen. learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed. And with her...
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. You took him from me. I beg you, let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
C'est quoi les commandes déjà? Pareil, CRB.
You can do it. Close.
Là, je peux pas les tuer là.
Don't let them surround you. They were always.
Faut pas les tuer, mais j'adore. Mais j'adore les parer. Je vais me laisser tuer parce que sinon.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain, it does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time. The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
Merci pour le cœur, Gaël. J'avais pas vu, désolé.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Two gods?
Two gates.
Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind.
Choose a gate.
And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast, was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks fell. Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
He's down. Finish him. Strike him. You run. Don't let them get behind you. Keep him in sight. End it now. This is nearly the end.
C'est dommage qu'il n'y a pas tous les sous-titres. Oh, je sais où ils sont, je les ai fait hier, ça.
The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of? I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Too many of them. Find something.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt. answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. The fire. Cert is through there. He's waiting for her. You can't get through.
How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, scent. Find your own.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Cert, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword.
Another fire sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun. The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs. Gods answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua. Find your own path, like I find mine.
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, clear. The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods. The Tuatha De
Putain, on
Danann.
avait le R par contre là, c'était dommage.
Gods.
Senua, I was a man of knowledge.
Je vais aller chercher le R, on l'avait là.
To survive, I did things. Bad things. Like you, Senua.
Il est là le R.
A man
Par
I
terre en
once
rouge.
was has died. And when that happens,
Là.
even the gods you worship can die with you.
Voilà. Non, faut qu'on trouve le...
Is the secret?
Ah, je pense avoir trouvé, non? Ou de l'autre côté alors? Ah, ça ressemble pas trop à ça là, mais bon. Est-ce qu'il y a penalty ou pas du tout? Est-ce qu'il y a penalty ou pas du tout? Ah si, ouais. Penalty pour Sitaï.
It's near. Behind you.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world and cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
The Northmen say that what we see as a rainbow is the bridge that goes from the world of men to the world of the gods. For now, they say, the frost giants and the mountain giants cannot cross it. But they say that when Ragnarok comes, not a thing in this world will be safe. The rainbow bridge will break under the onslaught of the fire giants riding on flaming steeds. Senua, I have seen the fire of Surt spread far and wide, and to our lands. Ragnarok is coming.
Tell me true. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
You'll never find her.
Ça, c'est subtil des fois quand même. Hein. Techniquement, il pourrait être là aussi, lui. Hein. Non. Non plus que l'autre là le P, mais j'ai pas d'indice où il est lui le P. Hein. Le P il est dans le cul non? Pardon. Ok, donc le P serait par là apparemment. Il y a beaucoup de P. Et lui là non? Ouais, regarde. Une fois que je réfléchis, le plaisir d'être intelligent. Hein.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Allez, c'est parti. Faut quand même trop combattre un boss. Pas si j'y arrive à le battre parce que je suis.
Run, Senua, run, run through the fire. Keep running. Go on. Nothing will stop. Run, Senua, run, run, run.
She's dying.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Ah, c'est un combat de boss, mais je sais plus comment on le bat lui. Je m'en souviens plus.
And I will cheat you and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight now.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, the truth.
Ah, c'est bon ça, hein, Léon. Un boss de vaincu.
Truth was a troubled man. Scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw. Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
Finish this! End it now! He's gone! Yes, sir. Yes, Senua. They're overwhelming. She's going to lose.
The gate won't open.
She can't get through.
Why not?
Ça, je m'en souviens, ça.
Why?
She's only
Ça, je m'en souviens de ça.
Just one.
She's only passed one test.
Je m'en souviens que pour les boucliers, il faut faire le corps à corps.
There must be the gate won't open.
Druid said Valravan.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice, furry and shape was like illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Ah ouais, il y a des trucs avec des énigmes là, c'est vrai, là, les trucs avec les illusions, c'est... Ah, t'as dû commencer par lui finalement, c'était assez chiant.
What's that? It's a door. No. It's not. Push it. Push it. Push it down. She did it.
Ah, la porte elle a disparu, vous voyez l'illusion.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never
Oh,
real.
moi je change de PC, moi ça a plu.
Anyone never could close her eyes. However hard she tried. Begged. This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Encore?
He's finished. Behind you. Go! Fight again. Spill their blood.
Oh putain, ouais.
Finished. Behind you. They've surrounded you.
Ah, il faut serrer de tous les pouvoirs maintenant. Attention, hein, c'est...
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Le Walfo State.
Valravn's power of illusion comes from
Oh, un trou. Mais avant, il n'y avait pas de trou. Excusez-moi pour le trou.
His magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter where the forest itself is watching. Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Where are they? Where are they? What does it mean? Which ravens? Can't you see them, Shadows? Line up the ravens.
Vous voyez? Là, il n'y a pas de trou, là. Oh, un espace, dis donc.
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But challenge me. You can't always trust your eyes.
Ah, vous voyez? C'est fermé derrière et là, c'est ouvert.
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off of berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see.
Ouais, c'est là, sinon je vais te baiser après.
A guilt. Some, like Truth, become guilty of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Ah, des
She
escaliers.
can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. She can get up. Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven. Tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Je vais refaire le pont du coup. Voilà. Je vais récupérer l'autre truc. Dur à comprendre comme jeu, mais il est excellent.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying,
Ah,
and to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving
ça demain on
eyebrows.
fera Missia et Hugo du coup pour essayer de continuer un peu, voire limite le finir. Si je suis mieux. Hein.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning, a deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Another route. Find a way somewhere. Go round somewhere. Find your own path. There's a different way. Slow. She's ready. You are capable. Remember your training. End it. Find a strong position. Don't let them surround you. Watch out!
Ah, quand ils sont nombreux comme ça, c'est pas. C'est pas facile, facile. Pardon.
The
Il
Northmen
m'en
say
manque
you
deux.
must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a
Attends, déjà, il y a 22 secondes. Hein. Oh, désolé.
Try and gather
Prendre un médicament.
Do
Je
you
reprends
think
un peu
it's
mes
right to
esprits.
leave everything behind?
Parce que on va bientôt arrêter.
Home, loved ones,
Et aller me coucher.
to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers.
On arrive à la fin, on est bientôt au boss.
Exile makes sense when you realize
1,
that you
2,
were never really
3,
home in the
4,
first place.
5, 6, 7 zones après
wild tree.
à faire.
Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price.
Il n'y a rien du tout. Et si on se met là,
He gouged out his own eye as an offering to Mimir. He drank
Ah.
from the well and traded one way of seeing for another.
ok. Petit enculé de merde qui pleure sa race toute la journée.
The song. Oh, Raven. Oh, Raven's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. It's illusion. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere.
The forest.
Where? Which forest? Forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left England. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own.
Did she beat the darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be
be
dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But
She
it didn't
thought-
work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She
Shine
thought she'd bring
your
the
eyes.
darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
La la la. Le dernier qui est là, donc ça veut dire que si le dernier est là, on peut tarder d'affronter le boss des illusions, si j'ai bien compris.
The Northmen say that Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory, and each day he sends them out to fly all across the world. Upon their return, they perch on his shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide.
Non, j'ai ouvert la porte.
The ravens.
They've gone.
No, half of them have gone.
They've gone. Some are still there.
But where?
Some of them there.
Then Raven's helping.
He's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet. I can't think.
Out in the wild.
Ah, donc tout ça pour juste en éliminer quoi.
Cold winter woods.
Where?
She no longer felt
Ok,
fit for
bon,
the
c'est
sword.
si ça marche.
She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill
Ouais.
that which had
Et tu sais. Je peux aller là-bas moi encore. Là, ouvrir les raccourcis.
The ravens. They've all gone. No. There's still three. There's three. There's three. Where have they gone? They gone. She didn't. What does it mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And in the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought,
J'aurais su, je me serais mis là dès le début. Hein.
consumed her whole.
Voilà.
The gate is open.
Before she knew it, there is no darkness had her in its claw when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to
J'ai
kill
l'impression que c'est là que je vais affronter celui du feu, non
or gnaw at her.
Le mec des illusions, non
Biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
Déjà, il y a un piège déjà. Alors, des ennemis là.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Sinuan. You have the sight.
We both see darkness. We can fight it together. Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born.
Ah, moi, je dois plutôt mettre la branche pour pouvoir marcher dessus, non?
The man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Ah oui, d'accord, ouais. J'ai fait l'inverse, moi. Ah bah oui, voilà pourquoi. Putain, c'est vraiment trop con. Elle a pas disparu la branche là? Putain, oui, j'ai pas passé le portail. Hein. Putain, The love. Non. Merde. Mais j'ai fait l'erreur de tomber. Attends, est-ce que je suis sur mon téléphone en même temps? Donc c'est pas. Je sais pas bien ce qu'il fallait faire, on va bien voir.
The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
Allez hop. Il va y avoir un petit boss là à mon avis.
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we?
Ça en bat le boss et après je vais me coucher.
I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
and she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I
Focus.
You now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Non, putain, trompé de touche.
Where's he going?
Putain.
He will die. He will die.
Mais non, putain, mais à chaque... Pourquoi je me trompe de touche, putain, ça me...
Find a good position. Take him down. Take him down now. Surprise him.
Focus. Focus.
It's the only way.
It's not over yet.
Là.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time.
The mark of Valravan. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Ah là, on peut aller ouvrir la porte maintenant. Ça, on va aller ouvrir la porte et puis... Je pense que j'ai pas gagné des pouvoirs, hein, c'est dommage.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves.
just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. No, don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell. Only the dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
Where? Killed her. You did. You did this.
No!
This is your fault.
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Ok. Ah, super.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
End it now. This is nearly the
Why
end.
suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes things safe.
They're winning.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Quickly get up. She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
ever you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her
Bon, on va
gates.
essayer de voir le dernier, du coup, où est-ce qu'il est, pour qu'on puisse ouvrir la porte et qu'après on découvre.
Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Ouais, il était juste là finalement. J'ai dû louper le plus simple. Alors c'est le maudit pont.
The gate is opening.
What is it? Is it?
It's Helen.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
À toi de jouer. Et je fais quoi moi là?
I'm sorry.
Qu'est-ce que je suis censé faire?
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
She's scared.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It's real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Sam?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
Ok, j'ai plus des butins. Une fois que t'es lancé dans le jeu, pour t'arrêter, c'est pas évident. Hein. Je vous rassure, le jeu il est pas forcément très long. Nanana.
He's gone. You were so slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you.
C'est trop
it
lent.
wasn't
Allez vous faire foutre.
you. I told you. Where are you going? Oh, there it is. You're imagining. It's dead. Go towards it. Quick. Go. Run. Come on. Before he disappears. Go. Go. Go.
Allez, Senua, bientôt arrivé.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Allez, je fouille un peu tout. Hein.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
It's already disappeared.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
Excellent ce film, Nos jours heureux, hein, pour ceux qui connaissent le film. Excellent. Nos jours heureux.
There he was. A lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Sword play under the shade of a tree.
You have to
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing.
J'espère que j'en ai pas oublié de ça.
Danced with him. The gloom
Bon, après, il n'y a pas de platine, donc au pire, c'est pas bien grave.
she felt
Comme on est sur X-Bush.
a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into
J'ai même plus d'épée pour me
gift
battre.
to whomever can release it. Many try, Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems
Moins
certain.
4.
But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not
4 dans cette zone.
because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death.
Juste-
Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Ah, excusez-moi. Est-ce que c'est le premier R ou il en manque un?
As the she-wolf licks
Oh,
the
c'est le premier
sweat
R, c'est bon.
from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like
La
a
porte est
hidden
rouge et il faudra
foe.
faire demi-tour après.
His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister,
Enfin, les restes, quand même, je garde les gamins, alors ça va être tendu du slip le matin.
vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund. So she sends her sons to them. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister.
Je reviens où j'étais, non? Là. Ah ouais. Ah ouais, d'accord, ok. Comment je vais me battre si j'ai plus d'épée, moi?
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Un R ou pas un R? Ouais, écoute, j'en ai pas oublié du coup.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with the sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfiotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest.
Je vois plus rien là-haut. Ah bah c'est plus joli là. Ah c'est plus joli là.
Can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it.
Demain soir, c'est du coup, demain soir, on est sur Amicia et Hugo demain soir. Voilà. On finit l'histoire. On essaye.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Allez, on revit.
Can you see him?
You want to believe it,
Is he
it's
there?
not real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that
Huh?
Dillian?
Nothing lives here. You won't survive.
J'en ai loupé ou j'en ai pas loupé?
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he
Elle est
trying
pas
to
allumée,
say?
elle. Au retour?
For you by the tree.
On verra bien. Tiens, c'est pas grave. C'est peut-être pas des stèles en fait. C'est peut-être pas ce que je pense. Parce qu'il y en a une ici. Ah, j'en ai pas loupé une encore. Et l'autre c'est un
As
R.
Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw
Ah, et en
is
face là.
Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls
Voilà.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story.
Alors, une.
He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles.
4, 5.
One day, an
Donc
old
5,
man
5,
came on the battlefield.
5
Although
bouts de cercle
shadowed by
allumés.
a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this
It's ending. It's coming from there and there. What are they? Look. Where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senna, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard.
Go to the shard.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Find it.
The metal. The runes.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
Là, il y a les piliers bleus apparemment.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
Go to it. It's not safe.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Moi, ce qui me perturbe, c'est que j'ai pas d'épée quoi. Alors, est-ce que c'est des énigmes? Est-ce que je sais pas. Je me souviens juste d'un endroit où je m'en souviens, un endroit où il fallait courir parce qu'il y avait des ennemis. De toute façon, les chapitres, il y en a 10 ou 12.
What does it see? Can you close it? Stay back. Don't touch it. You're curious.
It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Don't go there. Don't go.
Be careful. It's not safe. Trust us.
Does it see? Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same.
Voilà, un escalier, c'est mieux.
It's another world.
Je vais arrêter parce que
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed.
What happened? The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
oh, le B, c'est lequel du coup ça?
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear.
He loves you. Thank you. Dillian. Dillian.
Ah oui, la porte elle est ouverte là-bas. Ah oui.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go.
He disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Away too many times.
Always look
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
Ah oui, il n'y a plus d'arbre.
Wow, he's not here. She's in the
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian told her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senna explored new paths into the unknown.
Do you think she remembers him?
On va ouvrir l'autre porte du coup aussi, tant qu'à faire.
He's the reason she's alive at all. Do you think she remembers
You can't
him?
go up
You
there.
can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
No, not in this world. You can't.
C'est pas là. Attends. Non. Oh là. Non, je sais pas.
Do you even remember?
His love is guiding you.
You'll see.
C'est pas lui là, l'ombre blanche. Ah, voilà.
Senna, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
Remember the smell of his neck.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Non, faut que je repasse dans l'autre monde. Si je dis pas de bêtises. Ah mais la grille elle est pas ouverte dans ce monde, c'est bizarre ça. Pourquoi ça sert d'ouvrir la porte alors? Ah rien. Finalement. Bizarre ça. Parce qu'il y a deux mondes, mais sur les deux mondes, la grille là n'est pas ouverte. Ah mais d'accord, on peut l'ouvrir. Ok, ça marche. Ok, pas de soucis.
He's up there. He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way. Was it worth it?
J'avais pas oublié
The
ça.
gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young."
Ah oui d'accord, faut que ça ait la forme.
Oh,
Ouais,
dear.
d'accord.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot
Years
see.
had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love.
Elle est bloquée, celle de la
The
porte.
shadow of darkness.
Ah non, c'est un
left
raccourci. D'accord, bon, tant
She
mieux.
was caught between two
Écoute.
worlds. That of Zinbel and her past. And Dillian. A future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Darkness. I have no time for this. Speed up.
Je peux pas l'ouvrir lui. Bah oui.
They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to let you through. What if these trials mean nothing? Father, when you had the chance, it's laughing at you. This love has tortured you. Closer to Dillian. Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way. Whatever they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell.
Il ouvre la porte là, faut que je rentre dans l'autre monde, que je repasse par la porte.
Gods cannot accept his death.
Putain, 1h du matin, je vais y aller, moi, putain.
You have no chance for love. Nobody will love you again. Ever again.
Porte est ouverte. Bon, j'ai plus le panneau pour le truc, je crois. Ouais. Dans l'autre monde, le panneau.
Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you. Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Do you remember the way you felt?
Là, c'est que c'est inversé, donc...
Overcome with grief,
Bon, juste ça, mais
gods
je peux ouvrir.
send Hermod to ride to hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are
Le
they
pire, c'est tout ça pour
past
ça.
hell?
Hein.
We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him.
Really, the gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense. Worlds. The gods.
Je vais redescendre pour voir si je trouve la flèche.
Anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand. Zinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll never succeed.
Ah, mais c'est-
No, quicker.
Loki
C'est déjà
makes a
fait, elle.
dot out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies,
putain, ici. Vraiment te mets.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute?
Oh, t'as un truc qui fait un peu chier, j'ai pas fait le.
She thinks she's doing.
J'espère que je l'ai pas oublié.
The gods are just.
Ouais, je l'ai oublié après, c'est pas grave, hein, il manquera juste.
What if the gods are laughing?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be us.
Be the first time.
Je sens que je vais dans cette putain de maison là-haut.
Do you remember what love feels like?
Lui, je l'ai fait.
Do you even remember?
His love is guiding you. Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
Do you know?
Bon, je vais y aller, écoutez, c'est pas grave si je l'ai
You're
raté.
still alive and Dillian's
Oh, je vous dis, je referai pas le jeu juste pour ça. Hein.
How does that make
Je l'ai raté, je l'ai raté. Écoutez, ça va me faire chier, mais bon.
You had that loved him.
you squashed it, strangled it, flattened it?
Dillian!
Curse cannot be.
Be very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through
Ah,
his
je l'ai raté,
eyes.
je pense.
Slowly,
C'est pas grave.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall. Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I
left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Eh ouais, j'en ai oublié un du coup.
It's done.
You did
Et je
it.
peux plus y retourner.
There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be
Ah,
easy.
fait chier, hein, c'est déçu. Putain.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.
Allez, bah écoutez. On se voit demain. D'accord, je vous dis bonne nuitée à tous. TikTok, Twitch, on se retrouve à demain pour de nouvelles aventures. Ciao, bisous, bisous, bisous.